name is Simone, Netherlands, and this is our beautiful horse rescue facility, Respect for Horses. Respect for Horses stems from our opinion that we think a lot of Americans need to gain a lot more respect for horses. We'd like to share with you some very, very happy news today. This is our new little miracle. He is only a couple of hours old. This morning when we woke up, we were watching the baby monitor, and we saw Kaya here laying down. So we were very excited that the birth was about to begin, and until this little boy walked right into the vision of the screen. So we were quite surprised that we missed the whole birth, but as you can see, they managed to do just fine. So we checked all his vitals. We named him. His name is Casper. He's sound asleep right now. He's been drinking a lot. He's been standing up real good. And look, oh my gosh, look at the milk coming out right now. Zoom in on that. And apparently Casper needs to go drink something. Do you see that? She has a lot of milk in there. Wow, that's a waste of really good stuff. But hopefully there'll be plenty in there. So we checked all Casper's vitals, made sure he passed his first bowel movement. We disinfected his little belly button. And now we're just waiting for Kaya to pass the placenta, because that's very, very important that she passes that. Kaya is a mare rescued right off of the slaughter truck. She was traveling for 2 days and 2 nights without food, without water, in a truck stuffed full of horses with this baby in her belly. And it's just horrible to imagine what would have happened to her. What would have happened to her and this little boy if they would have actually arrived in Mexico at the slaughter plant. Unfortunately, that did happen to the rest of the horses in the slaughter truck. We can't save every horse, but over 130,000 of our beautiful American horses end up with the saddest and most torturous ending you could possibly imagine. And they get sent on the slaughter truck, they have to travel horrendous ways, and when they get to the slaughter plant, they get brutally beat until they arrive in a killer chute, and they just use a puntilla knife in Mexico. They stab them in the spine until they fall down and they're paralyzed. They look dead at that point, and unfortunately, they are still fully conscious and they can feel everything. They're just paralyzed. At that point, they get hung upside down and their throat gets slit. And this process can literally take hours. And it's brutal torture of the worst kind. And unfortunately, it's perfectly legal in this country. We're here with the most happiest of endings, but we'd like to ask you to help us to protect 130,000 of our American horses, which are both wild horses and domestic horses, which are just thrown out when they're perfectly good. They're thrown out to be replaced. There is nothing wrong with this mare. She has great feet, great health. She's super sweet. There's absolutely nothing wrong with her. And yet, she ended up on that slaughter truck. Unfortunately, the attitude that many, many people have is that horses are livestock, that they're replaceable, and that the people want to get their residual value out of the horse, which means use up the horse for as long as it's good to you, and as soon as it doesn't serve its purpose, send it to slaughter and get your residual value out of it. This is what the pro-horse slaughter people are saying. They're saying, don't take our property rights away. It's our right to take a horse and get our residual value out of it. Well, we say that's no way to treat a horse. We have built this country on the backs of horses. They're kind, caring, sensitive animals, and it's a betrayal of the worst kind. So if you agree with me, please write your legislators. Please write your senators. Send them faxes, send them emails, because if you are quiet, this is going to continue on and on and on, like it has for over 50 years. Pro-horse slaughter people like to say that horse slaughter is necessary. Well, this is a complete fraud, fabrication, to make people think that, well, there's nothing we can do to prevent horse slaughter. Well, there is. We can stop overbreeding horses. We have an overpopulation problem of horses because breeders just like to continue to breed. They breed literally hundreds of horses just so that they can pick out the best ones, and the ones that don't have the right conformation they like to send to slaughter. So we ask you today, again, you can go to www.respect4horses.com, where there's a page with a sample letter, and there's a page with everything that you can do to help to protect horses. Because if we're quiet, it's just going to continue. If you're quiet, really you're contributing to this horrific, horrific torture of beautiful, sensitive horses like this. We want a really happy ending for all the 130,000 horses that are currently being brutally slaughtered. So go to www.respect4horses.com, and the 4 is a number 4. Go to the sample page, go to the what you can do page, and just click on something where you can email your senators. Very, very easy. It's going to take you maybe 5 minutes. So I'd like to thank you for your attention, and please do something today to change the world for horses.